Make no effort to heal, to overcome, or to destroy them, or to silence discord. Effort of way will God become a vital, vibrant presence in our lives. First of all, withdraw from appearances. Make no effort to heal, to overcome, or to destroy them, or to silence discord. Effort of the personal self is blindness and bondage. Turn heart, soul, and being to the acceptance of truth itself in the realm of the real. Identify yourself now as the real alone. As an individual or an expression, none can know freedom, peace, wholeness, and perfection. One thing alone is of value, one thing greater than to gain the whole world, entrance into reality as the self itself. Father, I thank Thee. I rejoice to see that the infinite includes me. The infinite is all of me. I am the infinite. This perception is not presumption. It is meekness and might. The personal has been swallowed up in the one. This is the price of glory exacted of us all. Open heart and soul now to light of the eternal. Cease all attempt to make a heaven of your own. Nothing but failure and defeat await you. Quote, Take heed, brethren, lest there be in you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living God. Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. Even their mind and conscience is defiled. They profess that they know God, but in their works they deny Him. End quote. In our experience in divine revelation, we lose consciousness of personal mind and body. We have ecstasy and bliss, peace and glory unknown and indescribable to those unattuned to it. This realization of the real self is spontaneous freedom, possible now to all who pay the price of glory. Above and beyond the physical is the mental. Above and beyond the mental is the divine and spiritual. The real self remains forever undisturbed, changeless, eternal. Identify yourself now as the real self. Know thyself. The way is one. We are the way. Set your heart upon reality. Until one ceases to identify himself as a personal consciousness, he cannot arrive at ultimate things. To quote Conquest of Illusion, quote, Intuition alone can serve as a way to knowledge, the intuition being the experience of reality in our being. It is only when we leave the trappings of the world of relativity behind that we can enter the world of the real and there experience reality, which does not answer the wrong questions, but rather sweeps them aside and gives us a realization of living truth instead, in the light of which the very questions become absurd. Aspire to reality which alone satisfies. End quote. Surrendering the ways of the material and the ways of the mental, one comes naturally into the experience of the real and eternal. Be willing now to pay the price of glory. Chapter 6. The Perfect Manifest. In the one infinite selfhood abide all identities, creatures, and things. We are in this selfhood, and this selfhood is in us, and we are this selfhood. We are face to face with the real, the true, and the absolute, because in reality we are the real, the true, and the absolute. Upon entering reality as in self-revelation, we are the perfect manifest, none else. Personal mind cannot experience or comprehend reality to be that which is self-contained and self-revealing. It cannot see beyond itself. Could one see a country unless he were there to see it? Could he know the taste of sweetness unless he tastes something that is sweet? In the same way, one can know reality only as he accepts himself to be reality. To let the God Self be all of us is the great fulfillment. This is possible only as we renounce the belief that we are separate from the Self as another, an individual consciousness, a spiritual idea or reflection. Until then, one does not know the truth. Until then, he does not comprehend the meaning of the words, the perfect manifest. Absolute identification is our fullness of joy, our ever-present understanding, freedom, and glory, even our full salvation from darkness, from problems, and from death. The real can be known and experienced by the real alone. To be the real and to experience it, it is imperative that we depart from the unreal and illusory. Separate mind to be spiritualized, separate body to be healed, separate thoughts to be corrected. The real is ever free. There is naught beside it. The real is its own fulfillment, its own realization. It depends upon nothing. It is alone. It is all in all. To experience the real, one must turn to it with all his heart, loving and desiring it more than all else. It is said, unless we ask with our whole being, unless we can hardly eat or drink or sleep until we know, unless life is no longer worth living without the experience of the living truth, we shall not gain it. We must desire truth more than life itself if we are to be worthy of experiencing it. Not by way of any healing or by acceptance of any person, church, or book shall one come into the experience of the perfect manifestation. Released from such ideas, rapturously we accept God to be our eternal wholeness and harmony now. Any metaphysical idea to apply the truth to thought or body shall now be relegated to the past. We know reality by way of self-identification, no other. We have never been separate human beings. Then to whom or what could truth be applied? Constant effort to make a demonstration as though it were the criterion of one's spiritual status comes now to an end. It is supplanted by self-revelation, self-experience, self-light. Willingness to be released from the bondage of treatment and demonstration and joy of such deliverance opens one's consciousness to behold the perfect manifest at hand. Perfect being has been perfect manifestation always. Lay aside all desire to improve the body or conditions. Seek instruction of the Absolute. This alone satisfies. This alone is reality. Crystal vision and absolute identification reveal self-existent being. Thought can never attain to spiritual revelation. The prerequisite to entrance into the real and the absolute is through heart and soul alone, when bathed in love and devotion, truth, and reality. How can one actually know, and what is his criterion of certainty? The answer is simple. By his own experience in the real. Experience in reality is absolute knowledge. Nothing else is. Enjoying perfect experience, we are pure consciousness. No personal sense can linger here. We are free. Not liberation gained through demonstration.